Hey y'all, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Taj and I'm a paycheck budgeter documenting my financial journey here on YouTube. If you are returning, welcome back, beautiful budgeter. In today's video, I'm going to be going over how January went. This is my first time like really putting into motion what I kind of tried out in December when it came down to expense tracking. So if you are interested in seeing how I did and what my thoughts on it and if I'm going to continue it, then stick around and keep on watching.
Get out the way. Who got a watch? Who got the time? I'm racing the clock. Even in my feelings, grind don't stop. Got big dreams, want bigger rocks. I got plans, you got talk.
All right, welcome back. So in today's video, I am going to be kind of going over how January ended up. I don't know about you, but to me, it seemed like January just kind of flew by. But with that being said, girl, so did the money. Okay, so did the money. It flew right on with the month. So let's go ahead and jump right on into the video. So first thing is I still gotta finish. I know it's a mess, but y'all, I'm not used to expense tracking. I struggled a little bit. I tried it out in the month of December, and for the month of January, I decided I was gonna go ahead and just jump in there and go at it. And so that's what I did. It's an eye opener. It was definitely a eye opener. Girl, when you think you know and you don't know, okay? But I was able to see some things, girl. So, I did decide that I am going to continue forward with the expense tracking. I do feel like it is valuable. And it's basically, I feel like it's beneficial. It's for me to see how much I'm spending every month on certain categories and where can I cut back on, and girl, what I'm doing the most in. And so I just got to get better and perfect my strategy, because girl, as you can see, look like somebody just threw up a rainbow on this page. And I did like kind of close out, but I'm not done. I definitely not done with this page. I didn't even update some of the stuff. So I do need to finish this. But my budget goal for the month of January, I wanted to bring in at least $6,900, and I got that number from just the previous month, December, looking at my income. And I didn't even have a full outlook of my expenses because, girl, I wasn't really expense tracking like that. So the total that I brought in for the month of January, as far as income wise, was $7,345.11. That's how much came in that I was able to touch and do what I need to do with. So my total expenses, so what I did was I went into what I included in my total expenses was everything that I spent as far as cash, cards, and as well as my bills for the month. And that came in at $6,463.86. I had to change that a couple of times because, like I said, I'm still trying to perfect it. So when I was like, oh wait, I forgot I didn't add this or I didn't add that, I had to go back. The difference between what I brought in and what I spent money on was $881.25. Now, the balance forward, where I get that number from. So in the expenses, I did not add in what I put in savings challenge, like my savings challenges in my savings account, and I did not include fun and entertainment. So I felt like I did that separate. So what I did was, from the expenses, I subtracted my expenses from my income, and then that gave me my difference. And then I went in and said, okay, I put this much in savings, challenges, and I also included sinking funds and expenses because my sinking funds are revolving. But from what was left over, I was like, okay, so I put this much in savings, and I kind of played unexpectedly with this. So that's what I subtracted from that, and that left me with $518.46, which I'm not really sure, because here's the thing: whenever I'm left over, or whatever I pull from the accounts to put into the bill account, I do leave some behind for Ron, just in case he decide he gonna swipe or do something. So my goal is usually to leave about this much a month for him, after everything, in the joint account that we have, that I don't really use, but he do sometimes. So I'm not really sure. I gotta figure out a way to keep track of that, which I kind of don't, because I don't like to keep track of what he do with his car and all of that, because girl, that will stress me the hell out. Okay. But I do want to kind of get a sense of where, if this number is accurate or not. But anyway, moving right along. I do need to go ahead and add up and mark out the bills as done, because we are actually done for the month of January. So as far as my expense tracking, so for February, I'm actually doing it a little bit more organized. So I have one sheet for my cash and envelopes, and then I'm tracking my account, my bill account, on a whole nother tracker. So that way I don't, because this was a little confusing a little bit, kind of, looking at it. I kind of at the end jumped on the bandwagon over some organization, but at first, girl, this how we was looking. But let's go in and look at some numbers, girl, because this is what really threw me for a loop. So I do need to make one adjustment, which is King. So initially, I had King in the category with the girls. So I girl, that's my little son. That's my son. So I grouped him in there with Nia and them. But I was like, no, because I want to know what I'm spending on King too, outside of them. So at first I had Nia, Mariah, Desire, school needs, and then King in one category. But I'm doing King separately by himself, because I do want to see trends as far as with King, especially when it come down to food and his vet bills. So King, I moved him from here to here. And this is not accurate, so I need to change this. This is what I was talking about. I wanted to change because what ended up happening was when I took King to the vet, I didn't track that. I went back and looked, and that was on the 30th, so that was still considered January. Now I did go in and change it on the tracker. I did go in and add it here, and I also added it, adjusted here, but I did not do it here. So that's what I'm going to do. So King bill, so I only spent $42.07 on King. Then at the end of the month, right at the end, we ended up spending 200, so 4207 plus a King bill was $224.86. So that's what his bill came up to, y'all, $224.86. So we ended up spending $266.93 on King, not $42.07, almost, but he ran his little bill up at the end. So $266.93. So that's how much we spent on King. So when I look at this at a glance, this is, I'm understanding what everyone is talking about when they say expense tracking and why it's beneficial, because this sheet kind of lets me see broken down by categories. So for the month of, I'm gonna just fold this up since nothing on that side. So I did bring my income over here, and then I also brought in what I put up to this in, in savings for the month of January, which was $318. So food, girl, I ended up spending $1,164.45 in food. Girl, when I saw that, I was like, what? And here's the thing. I can't even justify that, because a lot of my issue with the food, it was unnecessary. Now, it'll be different if it was like groceries and, just me spending. But girl, I ate out a lot. Okay, I ate out a lot. And a lot of it is because I work 10 hours a day. I go to work I sign in at 8:30. I don't get out till 7, sometimes 8 o'clock. And by the time I get off, I really don't feel like cooking. And so I would just go and get something to eat for everybody. And I need to start utilizing my crock pot and my slow cooker and stuff like that. But even then, it's like, if I don't do it if I don't get up early in the morning, go ahead and prepare, my seasonings and all of this stuff, like it is, girl, bottom line is I ain't got no excuse, okay? Because a lot of that wasn't even groceries. A lot of that, it would be different. I would be like, if that was groceries, I would be like, you know what it is, girl. But that wasn't groceries. And it might have would have been the same if I would have just went grocery shopping. I don't know, but the way the prices with the food. But at the end of the day, I'm speaking to what it is, and a lot of this could have been. Car maintenance, I spent $177.59. So in car maintenance, I also consider like gas, car wash, things of that nature. Most of this is pretty much just gas, but it's not just gas for me. It's gas for me and my daughter. So that's kind of where I added that up at. Miscellaneous, I didn't put nothing was spent in like miscellaneous category or something that didn't fall into any of these. Medical, $109.72 is what I spent in medical. Medical consisted of I had like 2 or 3 co-pays in there, and then like some prescriptions and over-the-counter medication. One of my daughters two of my daughters have eczema. And so even when I'm buying like their lotions and creams for that, I consider that medical. So, and then for beauty, beauty was only $18.43, which I didn't even spend until toward the end of the month, when I knew I had to wash Desire hair and we needed some more hair products. So, then household. So household, I spent $406.64. Household consists of, laundry detergent, cleaning supplies, paper towels, tissue, those type of things. That's what I consider household. If I had to buy toupees, things of that nature, toiletries, all of that goes into household. And then entertainment and fun. So entertainment is basically like I have here, it would be like activities, outings, vacation, birthday celebrations, and gifts. I'm gonna tell you what this was. Girl, 2 nights when I got off of work, I went and got me a daiquiri. Okay, 2 nights I got off of work and I went and got me a daiquiri on both nights. And I think one of them, let me see, hold up, because girl, I ain't gonna lie. Oh, and then I ordered something off of Amazon for I bought a projector screen, because I want to do like a movie night in the backyard with the girls. So, but that was only the screen was only $20. But the rest of it was 2 nights in a row. No, I'm lying. Not 2 nights in a row. One night I got off of work and I went and got me a daiquiri, and one Saturday night, baby, went and got me a daiquiri. Okay. Then my daughter. So anything that I, spend toward, like if one of them asks me for something or whatever, that goes in that category, or whatever. So I only spent $23, and I think it was Anaya and Mariah. Bills. Now usually this number is higher. But we kind of broke some bills up, and then half of them were paid in like the end of December, and then for January, half of them was paid in January. In December. I'm getting my months mixed up. Some of them were paid, like half of it was in December. And so when January came in, it kind of took the load off of me because I was trying my best to get a little bit ahead. So usually, if I just pay everything within that month, it will be higher. But I had a little extra, and we tried to be smart about it. Business, usually my business pays for itself, but there are times when I come out of pocket to front something for the business. And in this instance, I ended up, I don't even know what that was, but whatever it was, I must have paid it out of my money, like out of my account. And so it was $10.85. Debt, we contributed $1,177.80 to debt. And y'all, I am almost done with that first card for the snowball method. Now, I'm struggling when it come down to these minimal payments, because I'm gonna tell you something. I was saying that I was going to do the snowball method because I'm the type of person that if I see the cards kind of going away, then it kind of motivates me. But I'm gonna tell you what really had me second guessing: that American Express. That American Express card, it's like one of my higher balances, and so it's kind of at the tail end of this debt snowball. But baby, when I looked at the interest that I got charged with, girl, it's got me second guessing the snowball method, and should I be doing the avalanche method? But I also know that if I just let these other small cards linger, that's really going to do something to me. So I'm thinking of still doing the snowball method, but that may be the one card that I don't just stick to the minimum balance with, because girl, I just cannot. Oh my God. When I tell you the damn interest was almost as much as what I usually pay, girl, I cannot. So yeah, we got to rethink that. But I did want to show y'all. So the first card on my snowball method is my Credit One card. Y'all know that I want to pay that off and close it because, girl, they played me. And they never got back with me when I asked them to give me proof of that convenience check. But we ain't even gonna sweat it. We gonna go ahead and pay it. Whoever got that, count it all joy. That was my blessing to you for the new year. But you won't get me again because I'm closing this card. And this is one of my older cards, and I didn't want to get rid of it. I didn't use it. I don't use it. I cut it up. But because it's one of my older accounts, I didn't want to close it. But baby, we closing it because y'all are not loyal. These old ain't loyal. Okay? But I did want to show y'all that the balance was $309.44 when I first looked at it, but then there was a interest payment that came through, so the balance actually was $322.72. On the 30th, my last paycheck in January, I paid $50 toward the card. The card was already paid. The minimum payment was already met for the month, but I still went and made this extra payment. And then y'all, I finally went And even though I didn't make the statement date, I went in and deposited the money from the December and January challenge and what I had in my debt payoff challenge. I took all of that money and it totaled $177. I applied it to that card, and now the balance in this card is $95.72. So we are well on our way to knock off the first card that is on our debt snowball method. So I can't wait to be able to cross this out and move on to the next one. So back to the beginning. So that's how much that's debt. Savings, we put $318 into our savings, whether it was savings challenges or just like a transfer to savings. It totaled to $318, and then like I was mentioning at the beginning, I ended up spending $266.93 on King. Now girl, I'm not finna total that shit up because I don't want no I don't want no. I can see the categories, but what y'all not finna do is give me a heart attack, okay? So I know what I spent in these categories, and we're going to try to fix it and make it better. My goal is for February to bring some of these numbers down, but I do also know that this is the purpose of this is to be able to see trends and see what months I'm spending more, what months I'm spending less, and so forth and so forth. But what y'all is not going to do, now y'all to convince me, and y'all had a point, and you were right. I stand corrected. Expense tracking is necessary, okay? But what y'all not gonna do is have me total this up. Now, I don't know if you're supposed to, but don't ask. Because, baby, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Don't do that to me. Your girl suffers with anxiety. Do not do that to me. Oh, Lord. So, yeah, girl. So that's our numbers for the month of January. I'm not gonna lie. I'm excited to kind of see the numbers go across the page, girl. I feel like I done fell in love again with the budget. Okay, y'all know what I say. My heart is in the budget. So yeah, but this is basically I'm gonna go in and finish out my update because I'm done with January. So February, I do need to do some updating on here too, and we're about to get another payday, so we gonna be working on our second week of February, and so I need to update this. So while I'm sitting here, I'm gonna go ahead and finish updating the end of the month, and then update some of this because I ain't even marked nothing here. But yeah, that's it, y'all. That's it for this video. If you like this video, if you like my channel, please give me a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you could be notified each and every time I upload, and I will see you beauties in the next video. Okay, my girls, bye.